For today's video, I thought that we would take a look at the Bering 75, a 23.44 metre steel-hulled long-range explorer yacht that is perfect for a liveaboard couple who just want to get on with, well, exploring the world. Later on in the video, we will talk about her design and some of her main specifications. We will also look at some renderings of her accommodation areas, so make sure that you stay tuned, especially if you are a fan of this genre of motor yacht. When it comes to her size, the 75 sits between the Bering 72 and of course the Bering 77, which is one of my favourite trawler yachts and would definitely make it into my top 3 if ever I was lucky enough to have a bank balance big enough to buy an explorer yacht. Before we crack on with the video, this is just a reminder to subscribe to my channel because 85% of you will forget to, and I genuinely appreciate every subscriber. Despite sitting in between the 72 and 77, the lines of the 75 are quite different. You will notice that the hull seems to encapsulate the main deck and that the bridge deck is amidships with an elevated position. Unlike the 72 and 77, this 75 does not have a flybridge. So this model is a perfect consideration for anyone who wants to spend more time in the higher latitudes. As you would expect with any Bering, this steel-hulled explorer yacht has been designed and is built for autonomous long-range cruising, as shown by the fact that she is a CE Category A rated vessel. The 75 can also be configured as a pleasure craft or charter vessel. The beautifully crafted main deck of the 75 provides full walk-around access, which is great if you want to operate the vessel as a couple or with limited crew. Now, I know that you will be interested in her range and of course her top speed and cruising speed, as well as her engine configuration, but first let us take a look inside this fantastic explorer yacht. The upper deck is where we find the wheelhouse with a seating arrangement behind the helm. Aft we have a comfortable and well laid out sky lounge with a retractable entertainment system. Here we also find a day head before exiting out onto the boat deck. Next we come to the main deck. Here we find a single twin crew cabin forward. To port we have a head, and further aft we find the galley. Next we come to the saloon, where we find a dining area and a lounge area, as well as another day head before reaching the saloon doors leading out into the cockpit. Here we find an alfresco dining area. And now for the lower deck. Forward we find a double cabin with an ensuite with another double cabin located to starboard. Opposite this double cabin we find a single twin cabin before reaching the master cabin that is a full beam suite and is also located amidships for maximum comfort whilst underway. Aft of the master suite is the engine room. Talking of the engine room, the 75 is powered by twin Cummins QSM11 350 horsepower engines. This gives the 75 a top speed of 11 knots and a cruising speed of 9 knots. At her cruising speed of 9 knots, the Bering 75 has an impressive range of 4,000 nautical miles. While we do not have any renderings of the wheelhouse and helm station for the 75, we have some images of the same for the 77. These give you a general idea of what you might expect with the helm station and wheelhouse for the 75. As my regular viewers know, the wheelhouse is my favourite part of any vessel. And when it comes to Bering yachts, I love their high-tech, neat and clutter-free setup. Early on in the video, I touched on some of the specifications, so let us now go through the main ones. The 75 has a length overall of 23.44 metres with a beam of 7.29 metres. She has a maximum draft of 2.07 metres and, as you have seen from the renderings of the interior, can accommodate 8 guests and 2 crew. Her hull is made out of steel and her superstructure is made out of aluminium. If you are a fan of Explorer yachts and Bering yachts in particular, I would be interested to see what you think of the 75. I think that her lines offer something a bit different from her 2 nearest cousins, and that the 75 would be great for anyone who is thinking of spending more time in the colder climates. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I just want to say a big thanks to Derek Hunt, who has been a member of my channel for 8 months. If you would like to help support my channel by becoming a member, click on the link in the top right hand corner of your screen or the link in the video description. If you enjoyed the video, please consider sending me a super thanks. You will find the super thanks button under the video. Guys, if you've made it this far through the video, I want to say a big thanks for watching. And if you've subscribed, I want to thank you again, because I do genuinely appreciate every single subscriber. In terms of what I've got coming up over the next couple of weeks, well, next Monday, which is the 13th of June, I'll be heading down to the Isle of Wight to go and visit the Arxon shipyard. There I will have a look at the Arxon AC5 hull number 1 and see how she's coming along. It's something I'm really looking forward to. If you subscribe to my channel, you may have seen a couple of days ago I made a post about if you've got any questions that you want me to submit to Arxon when I go down to visit their yard, then let me know in the comments of the post and I'll do my best to answer as many of your questions as possible. Also, hopefully this month, weather depending, I might be going up to Glasgow to take a look at a brand new trawler yacht, a livable trawler yacht that's built here in the UK. It's an absolutely fantastic looking vessel and it's something I cannot wait to show you, so please stay tuned. And also, I've been speaking to somebody about potentially getting aboard their Elling E4. As you know, this channel is all about explorer yachts, trawler yachts, expedition yachts, coastal cruisers and boats that are made and designed to go out in all weather conditions. So if that visit aboard the Elling does come off, then that's something that I'm really looking forward to. Stay tuned and I'll keep you updated. If you want to know about any behind the scenes information in terms of what is coming up, then make sure you follow me on my Instagram, because I do a lot of updates on there as well. So yeah, those are the updates for now. Thanks for joining me on this little walk through a nature reserve near to where I live. Until next time, fair winds and following seas. Don't forget to check out my other videos, especially the video of the afternoon cruise that me, my wife and some friends went on aboard a Sea Lion F43 cruiser.